Alright, another edition of What the Fuck, happenings in the YouTube atheist community, and without the stickam fun. Yeah, I did a new stickam last night, didn't feel too good, had a tooth problem, took some penicillin, feeling a little better, but I'm still tired and I'm still really depressed. So what? Who cares? I don't even fucking care. So what else is new? Jeez, it's kind of boring news. So anyway, I haven't been watching too many videos, but YouTube's whatever, the stupid video bar thing that I use to see what videos, it's still broken, and so it's just showing last year's videos, and some of those are interesting, but, you know, that's not really good for news. It's supposed to be sort of news. Well, current events a little bit, right? That's kind of a lame phrase, current events. Yuck. Anyway, I should get to it, I guess. I'm going to try to do this in one part, so no frigging around talking forever about crap. Oh, well, maybe a little bit. 14 minutes. Oh, 9. Yeah. Can't tell with them digital things. Anyway, alright, yeah, Jedi Master, Boo Boo. Yeah. she's really been even though she's not really an atheist, she's really been very good to people. I mean, she's really good at networking around and saying little things to try to smooth things over and just take care of people and looking out for them and all that stuff. And so I just give her one of these little thumbs up for being kind of a good person. I'm trying to be anyway. Who else? Oh yeah, that Napalm Strikes Back guy. I owe him a lot. I mean, he's really been good to me too. And he makes videos every fucking day, and yeah, they're all good. So I'll post a link to his channel. I mean, I can at least do that much, right? But you probably already know of him, so, it's probably pointless. But, it's kind of funny because, he pretends to be stupid, but he's really not stupid. He just looks stupid on video. Yeah, that's it, right? He probably looks stupid in real life, too, but whatever. He probably looks a little scary, actually, but, he's doing whatever they used to call that in the old days, when you look like a bum, but you really weren't a bum. Sort of. Harshly, anyway. Alright, then there's this, I know these are not the usual, because I haven't seen them watch the usual videos. So there's this thing called Elenkhos, I don't know how to, whatever. It's got a little beginning to his video, and he says the word, but you're like, well, why are you throwing a word at me where I can't pronounce? You could at least pronounce it, so then I know how to pronounce it. So anyway, he's kind of doing good videos here and there. Posted one on sneezing. Post a link to that, I guess. Well, that was his latest video. Maybe I'll just post it. Well, yeah, I posted the video or something. Well, anyway, it's just kind of funny because, you slow motion sneezes and you see how much shit flies out of people's face when they're sneezing on you. It was just kind of funny. And he does all this philosophy stuff, but some of it's a little too poetic philosophy or something. And he says some things that are just completely no, that's not happening. I mean, he said something like in one of his things, raindrops are falling or whatever, saying something like everything that's ever happened is part of our psyche, and that ain't true. There's a lot of shit that happens in caves and stuff, and nothing evolves out of the cave, and nothing, it's just a dead end, and all the stuff that happened in there ain't part of nobody's psyche. But whatever, no need to argue that, I suppose. Alright, Katie Girl, it's 58201 or whatever I'll post a link, what the hell. She did a video on lingerie, and I found it incredibly depressing. It was a little too long for a joke video, and, the advice was kind of, if you gotta bribe a girl to sleep with you, then you're with the wrong girl. Yeah, I think, I guess it depends on what you're after. If you're after a woman to be the mother of your children, or if you're after somebody to have fun with, those are two different things, I think. So if you're not doing the kid thing, then you want a girl who's, if you give her lingerie, she says cool, and that's it. It's not complicated, But if, you want to do the mother of your children thing, you want to fuck somebody's mother someday, then you take a different approach, I suppose. But, if you gotta bribe a girl, it's really no fun. Fuck that. Anyway, speaking of sex and girls and such, that Lacigreen, who I really don't like much, she did some video on penis size. Oh, God, another subject. It's like one of these Oprah kind of subjects or something. oh, it really doesn't matter to women because they only have a 4.5-inch vagina and blah, blah, blah. Well, it's some pile of crap. It's like talking about breast size or something. Yeah, some men don't give a fuck. I mean, I'm probably in that category. I don't give a shit. Big, small, whatever. Yeah, I mean, huge doesn't really... I mean, I don't want asses. I've said it before. I mean, I don't want an ass right below a woman's face. I don't see any point in having her ass right below her face. But, it does it for some men. So, it's no point in making these generic statements. Oh, it doesn't matter. Well, some people it's going to matter to. Other people it ain't going to matter to. Fuck. Stupid bullshit. It's just this sappy crap, It's just... Who needs this 17-year-old twats telling people what reality is? It just really is a little bit annoying. I'm going to instruct you on reality because I'm 17 years old. Fuck. Anyway, where we go from there? Coughlin. Yeah, I watched that Coughlin video, and our guy, he has such kick-ass haters. I mean, the guy that was fucking with him with DMCAs and stuff, he's like from fucking Mars. I mean, he's like a brilliant hater. I mean, he has a whole own religion, and he wanted to make Coughlin an emperor supreme and give him a little fucking hat and everything, and it was just so hilarious. I mean, I wish I could get lunatics of that category to hate me. I mean, that's excellent. I mean, I got big fat people chewing on pigs, that hate me. I mean, they're not doing anything interesting. They're like just cliche, guys picking their nose with their gun kind of haters. But man, this is a really interesting fucking hater. I think I would have signed up just for the fun of it. Said, okay, I'll be a psychotic mad priest in your religion just for fun. But it's a little wacky. I mean, there's scary people in the world. I mean, people that are really out of their little fucking minds. And there ought to be a button we can press, not just flag. There ought to be a button like, get a net. This fucker's crazy. There ought to be a little crazy button just so we can all hit it and it goes to a secret place and a little truck with the, and they go out and find the guy because there's some real wackos on the internet. Yes, sir. Alright, so then I guess it was a couple of subjects. I guess I'll do the Amazing Atheist Nuclear Night thing first. I mean, she handled it pretty well, I think. I think she did stick ham last night, so she probably irritated a bunch of people with her fanaticism. But whatever. So might have undid something, I don't know. But it's a reasonable argument. There's a feminist argument to be made. Of course, people make arguments, that are so extreme that it pisses other people off, which leads into the cause of my depression was this bit of a fallout I've had with, anti-bullshit man Karina and Ujama Flipper. And Ujama Flipper, he's kind of just floating around saying, I don't know what the hell I got into. So I don't know how committed he is to the whole thing. So I'll cut him some slack. But it's just a stupid subject getting a fight over, but it's just ugly rhetoric, and I don't know why. I've never felt defensive. I've never felt the need to say, oh yeah, I need to defend circumcision. I mean, I never knew what the numbers were. I never cared what the numbers were. It never meant anything to me. I never had a bigotry against uncircumcised males. I mean, it's just strange. That this is all of a sudden a subject. I mean, it's just bizarre, but maybe it has to do with the whole holistic movement, the whole bullshit of, eating your food out of the fucking, pick it yourself or something after somebody's dumped chicken shit on it and called it, organically grown because they dumped toxic waste on it. I mean, there's just so many frauds about this whole getting back to something, singularity. Maybe it's all this singularity crap. Who the hell knows? Gaia, the Gaia foreskin theory. But to me, there's just it's obvious it doesn't. It's a different kind of. It's like convertibles versus hardtops, or I don't know. You could take two different varieties of something. Like hot dogs and hamburgers. I don't know how to put it, but. Both can be good, and I just don't see any need for this hysteria. There's no obvious victimization here, and not to appreciate the fact that the decision is going to be made, by the parents. I mean, people aren't just it's not going to occur to them later in life to say, I'm going to volunteer to go have, penis surgery. It just isn't going to happen. I mean, they're going to have real motivation to do it. So it's kind of just bullshit to say that parents don't make the decision. Parents are going to make the decision. Parents make the decisions. A lot of decisions. They decide a lot of things in your life by how much they interfere in your life. It's that simple. You know, how much they protect you from getting into big trouble. And, you know, and some of the shit they impose on you is good stuff. Because it gives you something in the future to fall back on. I mean, I think a lot of people, their interest in music or something else might have been inspired, you know, might have been provided at least by their parents. And if that didn't take place, you know, if they didn't have that opportunity, if the parents weren't willing to buy them a guitar, do this or do that, they wouldn't have it. So, well, anyway, out of time. So anyway, the whole friend thing is just, you know, the internet's complicated. I mean, there's too much of me getting into this internet thing, and you know, instead of it fucking me, I gotta fuck it. You know, and so I gotta somehow turn it around.